Jeff Passan reporting the Dodgers and Tigers had a trade in place for Eduardo Rodriguez, but Rodriguez invoked his 10-team no-trade clause that included the Dodgers. Deal is now dead.
Wow.
The Dodgers are rarely snake-bitten by one of these lists. They're usually not on the 10 teams I don't want to go play for. So this, to me, is wild.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, these no-trade clauses, or these limited no-trade clauses for non-star players, they're dangerous to give out. And it's coming back to bite them.
Well, that's the players' right. And when the players get their opportunity to get the no-trade clauses, they put them in for personal reasons. And you can't pick and choose what Greg likes, or I like, or Tom likes, or Dan likes. That's a player preference. He's earned that right. That was part of it. And he picked a club that he said, I'm not going to. And he stuck to it. Verlander waived his. Scherzer waived their right, but they have rights. That's part of the collective bargaining agreement for players.
Detroit's scrambling right now because they got to go back to the other teams now.
They have to.
Rodriguez. Because they already have told Rodriguez, we want to trade you.
But one thing we've seen today, I just want to punch this out for the players on this point, that we've seen two major players drive the trade. Scherzer and Verlander, they drove that trade. And now
that makes
Rodriguez
sense.
does this today. It makes sense. It doesn't have to be the big star. He's got that right. That's in his deal. They gave it to him.
So did the price just come down for Eduardo Rodriguez?
Depends on the team.
We're running out of time.
He's
the
telling
pressure
where he's
is
going.
on the Tigers to
He's not getting moved now.
But you make a great point, Harold. I mean, he earned, that was given to him. He earned that as part of his contract. That's his right. Whatever reason he has for saying, I don't want to go to the Dodgers, you have to respect that.
Right.
Right? These are ball players. This is not rotisserie league. We're not trading baseball cards here, right? He must have his personal reasons why it's just not a fit for him. And more power to him because he got that right through bargaining with the Tigers.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes when it comes back, they offer more money. Maybe we can buy you out of it. Maybe we can do whatever. How are we going to help make you comfortable? But again, that's his right.
So we should go back and look at all the teams now that still need a starting pitcher.
Yeah.
And realize now, because when they're working on a deal, I can tell you what happens in a room. Once you lock in on a team, you're not still talking to the other teams. You're trying to get a deal done with the team that you now are down the road with. So now when it stops, you're re-engaging those other teams again. So let's take a look at the teams now that could be the benefit of Rodriguez turning the deal down to the Dodgers. Looking at the Orioles could be a player there. The Diamondbacks could be a player there.
The Reds?
The Reds could be a player there.
Well, and the other thing is the prospect package. Obviously, they had a prospect package worked out. Okay, who are they throwing in? What was there? And now from another team, I'm going, okay.
See, this is why to me, I don't understand. It sounds like they're doing it backwards. Hey, this is how I would do it. Hey, Eduardo, it's Amsinger here. So we're about to get on the phone with the Dodgers. Would you waive your no trade for that?
No.
Because if you're not, then I'm not going to waste my time.
Or the Dodgers' time.
Or the Dodgers' time. Why do we work out a deal and spend hours on the prospects and then go, awesome, we got a deal. Let me just call Eduardo real quick. Hey, Eduardo, looks like we got a deal. Send you to the Dodgers. They happen to be on your 10-team no-trade clause. You're going to waive that, right?
Because sometimes, Greg, now
why are we doing it backwards?
Because sometimes now what happens, Eduardo maybe was not told he's on the block. You still want to keep him at that point. Now you go, hey, we're going to move you. Now he's ticked because he said, you were going to trade me?
Oh,
it's a different relationship.
He had to.
Well, there's also another level, and you know this, Dan, of negotiating, because he's earned that right? Limited no trade. That has value to it. So to yield that right is going to cost the acquiring team something.
Or the
money.
sending team.
Or the sending
Look,
team.
And
so that's a second negotiation that has to happen.
The other thing that happens, you're trying to do this without everybody knowing about it.
Oh, that's impossible.
So now all of a sudden you got agents hearing about it. You got who else is going to leak it to so-and-so? And now your deal is blown up. So, yes, I'm doing this secretively. I got a deal in place. Now I'll ask him. But if I go to him first and say, hey, we're talking with the Dodgers to move you, we hear about that 30 minutes ago. And Dan doesn't get a deal done.
Does it make sense? What I'm saying, it can't be the
how
way
I would have
I'm explaining
handled
this.
that is you go to the agent and you say, okay, he has 10 teams on his list. This would have happened a week ago. If a deal happens to come around, tell me on his 10-team list who I should not waste my time with. Not sure you're going to trade him, but if it comes around, is anybody on that list somebody he won't go to? Because you do spend a lot of time, trying to get something done with a team and then going back to the guy.
But if you get a maybe, you still have to explore it with the Dodgers.
Yeah, but a maybe
right?
is definitely better than a no.
My question for you is now, if you're Detroit, are you under even more pressure to move the player in the next hour?
Yes.
Or can you just bring him back and say, hey, we still love you?
You can, knowing he's a free agent at the end of the year. More than likely, he's going to opt out if he stays healthy between now and the end of the year. But it's uncomfortable, and it's not what you want, especially when you're a team like Detroit that wants to just keep moving their process forward, and you don't want any vampire energies in your process at all, or somebody that may be disgruntled in any way, shape, or form.
I mean, the other thing you got to look at, how did he end up in Detroit? He had the heart thing issue come up during COVID. He ends up with the Tigers. He's in a comfortable environment that works him back. Do you want the pressure cooker right now? Oh, no, I'm finishing off the year really good. Yeah, maybe that's where he's at, too.
See, here's the problem I have, though, so just to give you a different perspective, is that, one, I've already mentioned, guys of this ilk shouldn't get no trade clauses. They should be for your aircraft carriers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that.
This young man left the team for an indefinite period of time.
He had personal issues. He had personal issues, yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever those personal issues may be, that club stood behind him. They gave him as much rope as possible.
Yep.
So now you get a deal in place, and you're talking about 2 months, and then you can exercise your opt-out, and you say no? Man, I got a problem with that. He's got the right. Yeah. He's got the right to do it. This regime didn't give it to him. The past regime did. But at some point in time, come on. You're mitigating. You're managing 2 months of your life.
He got 5 years, over $70 million, fresh off a season with the Red Sox where he had an ERA at 4.74 with a full no trade and a list of 10 teams they wouldn't go to. That's a good agent right there. And an opt-out, by the way.